I'm Amy.
I'm Delia.
And I'm Wendell. And welcome to
Yes,
But
Why?
Podcast. Yeah.
I have one question that is definitely, I don't care what awkward segue I'm going to have to find for it. Like, there's no segue.
or are you just going to go?
This question is just going to be like...
Why don't you just ask us that question right now?
Can we just start off with this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
all right. So...
Why not? Who cares?
This is one of those, like... Yeah, this is... Because if you play Truth or Dare, the hard thing is Dare. So, I like thinking of questions that are just, like... Whatever your answer is, kind of, expresses enough about you as a human to, like, make everybody grossed out or concerned, you know?
Great.
So it's like you can't really answer these questions without, I don't know, putting yourself out there. But
I didn't know he was going to go this way. If you need a beer, they're in the fridge.
yeah. So this is easily the most intense question because like I knew the answer to this the first time somebody asked me, but I was scared to give my answer. So
It's the question that you asked.
not just now. I mean, we can come back to that later, but I have one that's way worse.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'd rather not.
Well, not even necessarily way worse, where it puts you in a situation that you couldn't. This is a gut instinct question. So, okay, hypothetically speaking, let's say that you're the age you are who you are now, and a pedophile, comes up to you and essentially offers to buy a photo album. Like one of your old childhood photo albums of like you as a kid, like in the bathtub, or like just you as a kid, with the express intent of touching himself to this. Would you sell him that photo album for, I don't know, something crazy like $3,000?
No.
My answer was that fast, but it was yes.
Just because you need money?
No, actually, the real intent behind it is I feel like that's one less kid they're gonna go fuck with. It's like they're just gonna go keep themselves busy looking at pictures of me when I was a kid. And
I don't know.
That's like kind of directing it in a different way.
I think.
What do you think, Delia?
I would say yes, because anybody can do that now anyway without you knowing about it. Why wouldn't I just I'm going to profit from it. I didn't think about that at all. The whole, that's one less kid thing. But the other thing that factors in is, there are no baby pictures of me. But, yeah, in this hypothetical, there are.
Really? Did you just,
Wait, there's no baby pictures of
were
you?
you just born
world?
18 years old?
There are maybe 10, and I know where 2 are, I think.
Do we want to talk about your family life? Is that...
I mean, was it like one of those things
why aren't there photos?
Did they think they were going to take your soul
Are
away?
you so young that maybe your parents never had a camera?
No way. She would have to be really old.
Phone? No, my thought would be every kid who has even though right now you'd imagine that every kid has 4 million pictures of them, there's no actual physical photos anymore. Yeah. So no child will ever have a legit photo album to look at themselves. So I wondered, and I don't mean to be ageist, that perhaps Delia was young enough that her parents
that transition
could
period,
not have just 1,000 pictures on a computer of her, but nothing in actual physical form.
No,
that
wasn't even.
What's the story?
Are you part vampire? Because I don't think you can take a picture of a vampire.
Well, I couldn't. If I said no, would you even believe me?
No, I want you to say yes, because...
But, no, there just aren't any of me. I don't, they just didn't, I don't know, care enough to take them, I guess. I don't know.
Are you, the youngest of many?
I'm the youngest of 4.
Oh, alright, that makes sense.
Wait, but the whole no pictures thing is across the board, right? It's not like the other 3, there's just stacks and stacks of photo albums, and they're like, Delia...
No, let's be clear. The first one, tons of photos, right?
I think there are more photos of them and them together and all of them hanging out. And then there just aren't. I think there's a school picture that my dad has. There's one that I have. And again, I don't know where the others are. And it's not like we went through a fire or anything, so I don't know where.
It's like number one can juggle, so that's always fun to take pictures
Right.
of. Like they all have like interesting things that are fun, and then but Delia doesn't really. She just sort of sits there.
She's just like a tourist.
Yeah.
She doesn't really.
I'm gonna have to say, with reference to your one less kid scenario, is that I disagree with that, and the reason why is that like I've hung out. How do I say this? I've hung out in crowds of people who were very into sex, let's say, right?
Okay.
And because this is a sex-based issue or whatever,
You're just like adding fuel to the fire, basically.
yeah, it's almost like it's essentially like it doesn't matter that it's a photo or if it's a person. It still it like gets the juices going and pushes you towards something. Like if I was looking at porn every day, I'd be much more likely to like flirt with people who were not my husband, because I would be in that like, oh, you know what? It's totally cool to do crazy shit kind of vibe. And that would lead me to doing wrongdoings. And I feel like giving him, like, it's one thing to acknowledge that there are people who like have this affliction, but giving them like something to look at, I think exacerbates it versus like curbs it.
Okay, I get that. What was the actual, like, because you said no really fast, so, like, you knew immediately.
It's disgusting.
So, like, it would bother you
not.
it would bother you to know that somebody was, like...
There's no amount of money that I require in my life, ever, that would mean that I would put myself in that sort of, like, pictures of me should be framed in the Smithsonian. They're not going to go to some fucktard who's, like, jacking off in a bathroom because he can't get an adult woman.
Okay, for me...
I apologize, whatever, to people. Fuck you. But, like...
I apologize to all the fucktards out there.
I apologize to the pedophiles, and then I was like, you know what? I take that back. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, they're fine.
So, that's how I feel about it. That's why I'm vehemently nope.
For me, the money had nothing to do with it. It's not like it's like I'm constantly just in need of money. For me, it's like okay. So what goes through my head is like I wouldn't lose sleep at all over the idea of somebody like once he had it. That's the end. That's the end of that entire scenario for me in my head. It's like I wouldn't worry about what he's touching himself to or what he's thinking of or anything like that. Like I can just detach from that.
Sure.
And let's just say that like everybody in the world, like there was a program to curb active child pornography manufacturing, where like literally that's just something you did. You just went and donated your scrapbooks of you as a kid, where you're not a kid that can be attacked anymore. And I mean, because we live in a world where that is still being manufactured constantly. There are kids that are kids right now that are a part of that. And it's like, if we just flooded the market with kids that aren't even kids anymore, or like the pictures or whatever.
Yeah, but the problem is there's a lot of porn stars and the adult porn stars who are like, I like being a porn star and this is what I want to do, but that doesn't stop sex slavery.
Yeah.
Like, just because there's a group of people that are like, I'm cool with this, doesn't mean that the people who are going to victimize other people for their own purposes are going to stop.
I
know that's really...
Well, no, I get that. Like, that is I mean, because humanity, like, just humans are shitty people, or, like, just shitty things. So, like, yeah, you're right.
There's too many of us.
Well, yeah. And, yeah, I agree. But let's not do that. Don't take me down that road, because I'll bum everybody out. There will be nothing funny about this conversation.
All right, well, let's move to another question then.
Yeah.
Delia, did you have one?
Mine's more...
yeah, they don't have to be like...
All of my other ones are like actual legitimate, like what it's like to, I don't know, be in the entertainment industry and stuff. Like, it's like real interview questions.
Oh, no, I like that one. I mean, like, I don't love talking about pedophiles because clearly I have a vehement reaction to it. I don't know if vehement's the right word there. Visceral?
No, it is. No, oh, yeah. Like, well, you took your no was very hard. It was just like you immediately knew. And I think that's always gonna be the thing. Yeah. I also was a sexy ass kid, so like
Oh my god.
No, I just get it. It's like, yeah, I'm hot. I get it. No, it's fine.
I don't even want to comment because we're being recorded.
From day one, I was just, yeah. It was.
But that's the other thing, too. I also was a very attractive child. I mean, clearly we all still are very attractive. But that's the other thing. Like, hell no, I'm not going to give that shit away. It's gold.
Well, I mean, let's say you can make photocopies of everything, so you can keep what you have and you just get it done. It's like...
Wait, that guy's getting his hands on the originals for $3,000?
Well, that's a very specific kind of pedophile. Like, I can't think, it's like...
He's, like, really into, like...
Vintage.
Yeah, I need the
Well,
real...
35 millimeter.
You got it from CVS, in 2 hour kind of thing.
He only likes 70s babies.
Oh, God.
Okay, new question. Jesus Christ.
Yes, sorry.
I don't really have a...
Come on.
See, like, that was kind of open-ended, and, like, generally it's like, were we supposed to question each other specifically? Like, because...
No, that's fine. We all talk about it.
We all... 80% of my day is talking about what we just talked about.
You're hilarious.
Oh, I was just, like, in terms of taking initiative and just... with projects, do you ever feel that either you're doing too much or you're not doing enough, and then you don't know how to like actually go forward and do any of those things? Or is it just constantly like a learning process and you're like, I don't know how to do that, I'll figure it out? Or
I never feel like I'm doing enough.
Have the idea and then it just goes away, like you just don't do anything with it?
Yeah,
because you don't know how.
Oh no, if I don't know how to do something, this might sound crazy, and it's like a mild abuse of my power. But like, if I don't know how to do something, I like look it up on the internet, and then I like make either students or the neighborhood do it, so that I can figure out how to do it, and then I see how it works. So like, I wanted to write a sitcom episode. And so one neighborhood, I was like, hey guys, let's all get together and write a sitcom episode. And we brainstormed a show, and we wrote a 3-act, episode about a hotel, and it was called Sweet Nothings.
Did you actually use it? Or was that
we did the show.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was great, actually. And then we wrote the musical for, we wrote Cement Boy with Water Park.
Yeah.
And that was also neighborhood writers. So, like, every time I've wanted to do something, having the community at my fingertips means that I can just go, hey, other people, would you like to do this crazy thing? And they're like, yes. And then I get a bunch of people to do it. That's how I've done all the things.
I wish like anybody was under me in this industry, through which I could like just have,
all you have to do is ask people.
Well, see, that's my attitude, is like anytime I ever have like an idea I think even holds water on like even the most minute level, it's like generally my practice is I'll run it by 3 people of varied sort of perspectives, and if I can get like some acknowledgement of that being a credible idea from 2 of them, then I push it forward and generally try to involve those people.
Yes, but fuck those people. Like as far as I appreciate that they're your reputable people, but like if you have an idea and you want to do it, do it. It'll evolve as you do it if it's an unworkable idea or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess there's a difference between like producing a show. Like, I get the idea that you have to pitch a show and like get people behind you to like do that. But like as far as like a writing project or something, like do whatever you want. Don't let other people tell you what to write or how to do it, because Well,
I mean, like in that sense, it's like there are things that I'm just always working on that I really don't need validation on, but I also don't know that it's ever gonna like be something I put forward, at least until I don't know, like at least until it's just like I have all the opportunity to like put stuff out there. But I also get really high sometimes, and I just have really stupid ideas, so like I need to gauge it sometimes. Like there's a part of me that's like I love myself a lot. So I will spend a whole night being like,